CBSE online class. I am Zakaria sir with you. Today I am going to discuss voice change. Those who are the beginners of voice change, actually the student of class 6 or 7, I think they will be benefited by the class. So today our basic concept is to how to change the voice and what is the requirement to change the voice. To voice change, you need to have some sort of knowledge, like you have to understand the structures of tenses, and by the same time you need to understand, or you need to have the sense of identification of sentences. In voice change, for different sentences we need different techniques. Like for assertive sentence we have different technique, for interrogative sentence we have different techniques. So I hope you already learned tenses, and you need to have the sense of person as the subjective form of person, objective form, or the possessive form. So today I'll try to show you the easy way to recognize a sentence. That means how can I understand a sentence in a very easy way without understanding the definition. Okay, so though it is a part of voice change, I think I need to discuss it unless you are not able to catch the sentence. So what is the assertive sentence? We all know that it's something that describes an incident. So it is something that is good in book, but not practically. But I think we can easily recognize assertive sentence. So identification of sentences. And at the same time, I just want to request you to please revise tense and persons, so that for the next part of the class you may catch the thing wholeheartedly. Okay? Identification of sentences. So in assertive sentence, assertive sentence, we have subject at the beginning and full stop at the end. Subject as at the beginning and full stop at the end. Okay, let me clarify the thing. For example, he is a good boy. Look, we all know that it's an example of assertive sentence. It's actually express something. So what's the thing? Look, he is a subject in the sentence, and look at the end part. We have full stop. So we can say that when we have subject at the beginning, and full stop at the end, we can say that it is an example of assertive sentence. Okay, you can even try it in your practical life. That it's very easy, it's very normal. So why we have to understand assertive sentence, or we have to recognize assertive sentence? Because if we don't understand what type of sentence is this, we are not able to change the voice. As for assertive sentence, we have different rules. For interrogative sentence, we have different rules. Okay, it's assertive sentence. So what have we got? We got beginning, at the beginning's subject, at the end full stop. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. We all know that, but I think it's very easy. If we have any question mark at the beginning of the sentence, so at the end of the sentence, it's clear that it's an example of interrogative sentence, but it's not enough actually. Why is not enough? we have to understand the whole thing, because interrogative sentence, there is two way to build the interrogative sentence. One is having WS word at the beginning, another is having auxiliary verb at the beginning. So we can say that WS words at the beginning and at the end question mark. If we write a sentence, what is your name? Look, what have we got? We got WS word at the beginning and at the end a question mark. Another way to build form a interrogative sentence is to have auxiliary verb do you know my name? So WS word or auxiliary verb at the beginning and question mark at the end. So actually this is a very easy way. And another thing is important. After WS word we got auxiliary verb, and when we form without WS word we form at the beginning auxiliary verb. So when we perform voicings or narration, we need to understand the structure. And now it's time to describe imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. We all know that order request for wit or advice indicates imperative sentence, but is it enough? Or is it enough to recognize an imperative sentence? No, it is very easy. If we have verb at the beginning and full stop at the end, look, do it now. Look at the example. The beginning we got a verb, it's not auxiliary verb first. Main verb, principal verb, and at the end we have full stop. So we need to know the beginning and at the end. It's important. So we can say verb at the beginning and at the end full stop. Okay? And then optative sentence. Optative sentence, something wish or blaze, we know that, but it's also very easy. If we have may or long at the beginning and at the end, simply full stop. So it's an example of optative sentence. So let me write a sentence. May you live long. Long live. Long live. Bangladesh. Look, both of the sentences have may or long, and at the end we have full stop. So it's very easy to understand an optative sentence. Another thing is important. Sometimes this may or long may be hidden or silent, but we have to understand it in that case. It's an example. Alright, last we have exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory. It's also easy if you have note of exclamation at any part of sentence where we can take it as an example of exclamatory sentence, like what a beautiful bird it is. How nice the flower is. Look, in both of the sentence, we have lot of exclamation, and at the beginning, what or how. But it's here also something also important. We have subject at last, and after the subject we got verb. You need to keep in mind the example of the structure when you need to transform any sentence. And in the case of narration, you also need to understand it wholeheartedly, otherwise it is not possible for you to perform it correctly. So now I'm going to write five sentences, and you will try to find out the type of sentences they are. First of all, God bless you. First sentence, God bless you. So, second, he is he is very kind. Is very kind. Number three, how have you done it? How nice you were. Let me say something. And last of all, may I come in, sir? Okay, try to find the answers in yourself and let me know it. If you can, it's better. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds. And as this is an online class, so I need to tell you the answer right now. Okay, first of all, in the last sentence, may I come in, sir? We know that may at the beginning is an example of optative sentence, but we need to understand that we have question mark in here, and here is actually a question about that whether the person will come in or not. So it's interrogative sentence. Though we have made, but it is not an example of alternative sentence. So it is an example of what? Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. And let me say something. Well, let as a verb, and we know that it's an example of imperative sentence. Imperative. And then how is your? So we have how at the beginning and look, subject, and next to subject we have are at last, and as well we have not of exclamation. So it's very easy and it's very clear that it is an example of exclamatory sentence. Okay. Exclamatory. How have you done it? Well, it's also easy. We have question mark. So if we have question mark, there is no hesitation that it is an example of interrogative sentence. Okay, it also means interrogative. It's assertive as we have subject and at last we have full stop. Assertive. And last of all, it's also